It's 2004, you've created a Facebook account, and you've heard whispers of something called the Nintendo DS dancing on the wind. You're a fan of scary video games and, like everyone else, Gillian Anderson. If only there was a video game for you. Well, surprise, surprise, it turns out there was. X-Files Resist or Serve was created by Black Ops Entertainment for the PlayStation 2, and, by all accounts, it was a pretty decent survival horror game. It came from the same team that made Treasures of the Deep, as well as a few James Bond games, and while it's not enshrined in the Horror Hall of Fame, Black Ops Entertainment absolutely gave it their best shot in Resist or Serve.
First, they're rising from the dead, and then they're taking cheap shots from behind. That's just bullshit.
Now, despite what your initial assumptions about this game may be, X-Files Resist or Serve is actually pretty charming. There are two campaigns here, one for Mulder and one for Scully, each telling a different perspective on the events of the game, and emphasising the strengths of the two protagonists. It's got early Resident Evil style fixed camera angles, it's got big open levels to explore and scavenge through, and the team even managed to rope in Gillian Anderson and David Duchovny themselves to provide the voice performances. And they're pretty good too. There's no sign of phoning it in for an easy paycheck here.
16-year-old sisters Mandy and Caitlin Winslow. The pair disappeared from their stepfather's Red Falls trailer home 2 weeks ago, only to reappear recently, coinciding with the mysterious deaths of 3 Red Falls residents.
Coinciding. I'm guessing I wouldn't be looking at their profiles unless someone thought these girls were directly involved.
Actually, most of the angry citizens of Red Falls hold the twins responsible. It seems Mandy and Caitlin Winslow are practitioners in the ancient art of witchcraft.
Witchcraft?
And just like the survival horror games of that era, the gameplay in Resist or Serve was quite challenging, especially when it came down to the combat, thanks to the sheer tankiness of both the bosses and regular enemies alike. You really did have to ration out your resources in Resist or Serve, and take the time to kick enemies while they were down. And you'll be kicking them a lot, actually. Bullets were scarce, and you could semi-lock downed goons on the floor by pelting them over and over again, so the best tactic would be to unload a few shots on them before busting the boots out. Or, in Scully's case, the kitten heel boots. Despite what might be some rose-tinted memories now, back during its release period, Resist or Serve only managed to garner middling reviews at best, with former IGN founder Doug Perry giving it a slightly better than mediocre 67. Perry and his peers at the time saw Resist or Serve for what it was, a decent enough adventure for fans of paranormal TV dramas, and not much else. What they probably didn't know at the time, however, was that games like The X-Files Resist or Serve wouldn't be around forever.
Come on, Deputy. Stay with me. No. Damn it. Damn it.
For all its flaws, The X-Files Resist or Serve was a game created to both please fans and fit inside an increasingly beloved survival horror genre, before the giants of said genre decided to focus more on the action following the industry-shaking success of Resident Evil 4. Tie-in games like Resist or Serve would eventually morph into cheaper, less impactful endeavours, especially with the introduction of things like the Xbox Live Arcade that gave us terrible, short, shovelware tie-ins like Battle Los Angeles and Battlestar Galactica. Goodbye to high-quality offerings like The Thing, The Warriors, and Matrix Path of Neo, and hello to things like Deadliest Catch, Sea of Chaos on the PS3, a game so bad that even its launch trailer was too scared to show more than a couple of seconds of gameplay at a time.
See the TV and they want to do this, but it's crazy.
Eventually, tie-in games would largely fall by the wayside altogether, which at the time didn't feel too awful a development. No one cried tears when games like Thor, God of Thunder walked into the sunset, for example, but this shift meant that tailored, good experiences like Resist or Serve went with them. These days, if you like a show like, I don't know, Alien Earth, your best bet is what? A short-lived mobile game, maybe? And that's if you're lucky.
Oh no.
But is David Duchovny going to sit in a voice booth for days on end and record more than 5 lines of dialogue today? Will this limited time live service crossover slop earn a place between certain films or episodes? No way, pal. Multimedia crossovers these days are about the aesthetics of fandom. They don't have that same fire in their bellies. It's more than ever to let people know how much you like a certain brand, to add its flair to your digital presence. Resist or Serve may be imperfect, but it's certainly not a cynical cash grab. Real effort was made here, and it shows.
The pieces of this puzzle, as presented in both your reports, include an alien artifact with the power to raise the dead, a hidden biotech company funding a project to produce psychic clones, and a Russian man described here as an entity who somehow had the power to control an army of avatars and the undead. Look, your version of the facts read like the elements from a science fiction video game.
As a fan of something, anything really, sure that's what you'd want. Not just a cosmetic to show off what you love, but rather a game made for those with that love. X-Files fans would have played Resist or Serve and felt, damn, this is a game for me. Maybe they liked it, maybe they didn't, but there was something of a substance here that is missing from today's world of Fortnite emotes and Warzone skins.
This is gonna be cool.
Oh yeah, good idea. Yeah.
All that said and done, X-Files Resist or Serve isn't really a hidden gem that everyone should bust out the emulator for. Maybe it's a good Halloween game for show mega fans who've yet to experience it, but it is decent fun nonetheless, and it is itself a window into an age of gaming that's sadly long gone. It's a spooky surprise that tried not only to be fan service, but also to find a home inside the wider genre it was made for, which is a frightening concept these days, I'm afraid to say. Thank you so much for watching this little bit of video game and TV show nostalgia. I want to believe that if you enjoyed it, you will give this video a like and subscribe to Eurogamer for almost daily videos about video games. Thanks for watching, and remember, the truth is out there. Goodbye.